So we've got chlorine reacting with sodium iodide. We've got displacement reaction of halogens here. The chlorine's more reactive than the iodine, so it displaces the iodine to take the sodium, to take the cation, so we end up with sodium chloride and iodine all on its own. What is oxidised in this reaction? Well, we have to know what oxidation is. And for that we have a mnemonic, oil rig. Oxidation is loss of electrons. Reduction is gain of electrons. Okay, so to work out what's losing and gaining electrons here, we really should try and show some charges on the ions. So chlorine is a covalent substance, a covalent molecule. It's sharing electrons, two or more nonmetals sharing electrons, that's covalent. Here, however, sodium and iodine, this is ionic. Sodium is a metal and iodine is a nonmetal. Sodium's in group 1 of the periodic table, carries a 1 positive charge. Iodine is in group 7 of the periodic table, so that carries a single negative charge. Iodine here, not charged, neutral, that's a molecule again. Sodium, positive. Chlorine, negative. Okay, so the sodium ions here are spectator ions. They're not involved in the reaction. They stay aqueous and positive, aqueous and positive. So we can cross out the sodium straight away. We're not really too fussed about the sodium because it's not changing. Okay, so now we need to work out what's losing electrons, what's gaining electrons. Chlorine first. It's neutral here. And on the right-hand side, the product side, it's negative. So how do we go from neutral to being negative? Well, our currency is electrons, and electrons are negative. So this chlorine here has got to gain an electron. So the chlorine molecule, the atoms in the chlorine molecule are gaining electrons to become chloride ions. Reduction is gain of electrons. So the chlorine is being reduced. That's not the answer to this question. The iodide ion here now, the I minus. This is an iodine, but with an extra electron. Okay, electrons are negative. So there's my iodine, it's got an extra electron, it's negative. Here, it's neutral. So how do we go from having an extra electron to being neutral? The answer is we have to lose it. We have to lose the electrons. The iodine there, to go from the iodide ion to the iodine molecule is losing electrons. Oxidation is loss of electrons. So answer, I minus is losing electrons. Oxidation is loss of electrons. The iodide ion, the I minus ion, is oxidized because it's losing electrons. All these questions on elshamhighchemistry.com.